once again. Grit and grace. Grit is how you achieve success. Grace is how you carry that success. And that is what we are here to celebrate today. Our graceful and gifted students. On behalf of Gujarati Girls Society's Chashulpen MS School, I, Shreya Bhagatji, extend a very pleasant welcome to all present here for the annual awards in 2025-26. Let us begin today's proceedings on an auspicious note. I invite our music teacher, Ms. Ria Galvi, along with the students to commence the ceremony with an invocation of the divine and a song presentation. President of Gujarat Research Society, Mr. Hansdar, and Executive Director, Dr. Anita Swami, to the stage. Vidyashri Shobhate. Knowledge adorns character is the driving force here at Justipet, where we focus on both attitude and aptitude, in turn nurturing our students for their rising success. And now, to share his perspectives with us, I invite our President of Gujarat Research Society, Mr. Rajiv Haskar.
Good morning. Thank you all for being here. I wanted to ask a question. How many of you wear specs which are made by Lenskart? I do. So I requested Mr. Bansal, who is the founder of Lenskart, to come and address all of us, especially the students, and maybe he can share his journey into how he started in a garage and today he's a multi-billion-dollar company. But and you know, a few years back, Piyush had sent me a video of his life, and I was amazed at the level of automation and the robotics which were involved in making those things. And I think since so many hands went up, I guess most of you have been in a Lenskart store. So you've seen the level of automation they have there. And I was asking him that it must have taken an effort to set up all the tech, to start from scratch and end up with specs in a store. I found that very impressive. But I think the founding and the success of Lenskart is not how I did Mr. Bansal. I would hope that he will share with us about some of the other things he does. I know that he has set up a foundation called the Lenskart Foundation. I think I'm sure Mrs. Gandhi will ask him about that and he will tell all of us more about it. Not only that, but I have seen how generous he is with the needy. And I also happen to know, this is inside information which I'm sharing with all of you. He has committed to set up a home for older mentally challenged adults. So if you have a mental challenge, there's going to come a time when your parents may not be able to look after you. So what happens to you then? And that's a need which he is committed to. So I think that is the Lenskart story is one thing, but I think these things are far more impressive about the man than any business venture which he has put. So may I hand over now to Mrs. Gandhi to introduce the chief.
A very good morning to distinguished guests here on the GS as well as in the audience, parents and my dear students. It is indeed my privilege and honor to introduce our esteemed chief guest, Mr. Piyush Bansal, a visionary entrepreneur, an innovator, a mentor to countless aspiring founders, and one of India's most influential business leaders. Mr. Bansal is the Chairman, Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer, co-founder and promoter of Lenskart, a company that has revolutionized the eye care industry in India and across the world. What began as a simple idea to make quality eyewear affordable and accessible to every Indian has today grown into one of the world's leading technology-driven eyewear companies, serving millions of customers through over 2,500 stores across several countries. Mr. Hazrat has given you a visual of how the factory is looking. You can just imagine some robots working over there tirelessly to make us see what's important. Born and raised in New Delhi, Mr. Bansal graduated with honors in electrical engineering from McGill University, Canada, and began his career with Microsoft Corporation in the United States. Despite a promising corporate career, he chose to return to India, driven by the conviction that technology should solve real problems and improve people's lives. That conviction gave birth to Lenskart in 2010. For the past 17 years, Mr. Bansal has guided Lenskart with foresight, innovation, and relentless commitment to customer centricity. His leadership has transformed the company into a global technology-led enterprise, driving innovations such as an AI-powered smart wearables in partnership with Qualcomm, while expanding Lenskart's international presence through the strategic acquisitions of Japan's Owndays and Spain's Miller brands. Lenskart became a unicorn in 2019 and has since grown into a global leader. So all of you students who want or are aspiring a startup, this is the journey that should inspire you. It culminated into its landmark IPO in 2025 with a valuation of approximately US dollars 8.4 billion. His achievements have earned him some of the country's highest honors, including the Innovator of the Year at the NDTV India of the Year Awards 2024 and Entrepreneur of the Year at the Economic Times Awards for Corporate Excellence. To millions across the country, he is also familiar and inspiring as a face on one of the most respected investors and mentors on Shark Tank India. Through the show, he has encouraged young entrepreneurs to think boldly, embrace businesses that make meaningful impact. Equally commendable is his commitment to social responsibility through the Lenskart Foundation, which has enabled thousands of underprivileged children to receive free eye care and the gift of better vision. Mr. Bansal's journey reminds us that great achievements are born from curiosity, courage, and a desire to solve real-world problems. We are deeply honored to have you, sir, with us today to celebrate excellence and achievement among our students. May I now request our Head of Student Council, Dhairya Gandhi, and Assistant Head of Student Council, Yashvi Matai, along with Sports Captain Purvi Desai, to kindly felicitate our distinguished guests. A small token of our appreciation. That is artwork by one of our students from Private 10, Ms. Palak Jain. So, Mr. Bansal has built his career by challenging conventions and reimagining what is possible. So, it came as no surprise to us when instead of a traditional keynote address, he proposed we spend time engaging in a conversation with him so students hear his stories and experiences, giving them a glimpse of the very person behind a remarkable journey. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Piyush Bansal as we begin what promises to be a very inspiring conversation.
So I'll start with a simple question. If the 18-year-old Piyush was sitting in this audience today, what do you think he would be dreaming about?
Firstly, thanks everybody for coming to listen to me, and thanks for all the parents and the students. If I can be totally honest with you, the 18-year-old Piyush wasn't anything like what you are seeing today, and I wasn't somebody who was dreaming of anything what I am doing today or anything remotely. I was never a dreamer.
Were you worried about something?
honestly, I just wanted to do well in studies. That's the only thing I cared about, and I was preparing for engineering college admission as students at 17-year-old um, do. I didn't really have. I never used to plan things like. I meet a lot of students today, and they say that I want to be a founder. They have already got that clarity. I did not have that clarity till a very later stage in life, to be honest. So I was just dreaming. I was definitely trying to figure out ends to get into IIT,
Absolutely.
which I don't know why the fascination was, but somehow it was because I was a studious kid, and
That seems to be a natural progression, I suppose.
I think people in India, especially around you, it feels like if you are studying physics and math, this is the thing that you do. So I was just doing like every other student, but not big dreams at all.
Well, but you did make it to Microsoft, and that's where you started your career, and then you took a leap into entrepreneurship. So, if you could tell us about that journey that you took from technology and business, coming out of like a corporate career, what made you decide that?
Yeah, I think that was very interesting because, you know, I definitely had not planned life to be like that. I worked very hard to get into Microsoft. To be honest, I tried interviewing with them. It was a day-long interview, at the end of which they told me that I wasn't selected. So I applied again after a year to get this job, and I prepared 3 months for this interview. And this time I landed the job at Microsoft. They flew me into Seattle. So I was very happy and excited about this job. Was working maybe 16 hours, 18 hours a day, not because that was the demand, but I was just so high on the job. Till one day, life just flipped on me because by chance, I was invited to a dinner at Bill Gates' house with a few other people, and I was anyways very fascinated because I happened to work at Microsoft Office, and all of you must be using Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and why I used to work 16, 18 hours is I used to love the fact that whatever work we are doing there is getting used by billions of people around the world. Like when I used to go home and my dad was doing something in Excel or PowerPoint, I could say, look, this is the stuff we work on.
So the seeds of you wanting to make a change and a difference in people's lives, I think I see that already was budding in you when you were at
And then when I
Microsoft.
met Bill Gates at his house, he was like a normal person, and he was talking to me about how they decided to put a PC in every home. And now that is accomplished, and it is truly, and now he wants to eradicate malaria from the world. I just couldn't sleep that night. And the next day I decided that I need to do something which is more transformative with technology. I didn't have any entrepreneurial idea, and nor was I big into entrepreneurship. I actually wanted to do PhD. That was in study economics, but somehow, you know, nothing was planned, and it kept happening, and I kept going with the flow, and one thing led to the other. Came to India, and Lenskart happened by chance.
Well, the journey with the purpose will definitely land you at the right place. But let's go back to where you began. When you look back at your own school days, was there a teacher, a lesson, or an experience that unknowingly shaped what you are today?
I don't think any particular teacher or lesson or a class that I did shaped. But definitely I would say one thing, as I reflect back today, it's very difficult to judge at that point, was the big setback of not getting into IIT. I think at that time, to me, the amount of work I had done for it, and it is not easy for anybody who's doing engineering. I can empathize and sympathize with you totally. And to not get in it almost felt to me like the end of life at that time. And at that age, it's normal to feel like that. But I didn't know that life. And then I got into a college where I never imagined myself to be, and it was very brutal. for 4 years, working, studying, earning money, working back. I chose that life for myself, I would never choose it again if I have to make a deliberate choice, because it was really a very tough life for 4 years. But what that 4 years taught me wasn't science or engineering. It actually taught me only one thing, which is resilience, of a very different nature, saying no to everything, saying no to going out, and just being in that discipline. And that's, I think, has carried forward in everything that happened to happen at Lenskart, because we have had a very similar journey there.
So, resilience and discipline, that is the keyword we take from this.
Yes, absolutely.
So,
So
like,
those of you who don't get the award today, you may be at an advantage.
so Lenskart is often described its mission as providing vision for all. What does the philosophy mean to you personally, and how has it shaped the decisions you made over the years?
See, for me, I'm not a business person. I mean, even if it may look like to you, and I pretend myself to be when you get on my analyst call, I am not a business person by heart. I'm a very emotional person. I'm a Piscean. So vision for all is the only thing that moves me on why I have been at it for 17 years and maybe will be at it for more, because Hazratji was saying my wife runs foundation, and I remember some time back I have a mentor, Ronnie Screwwala, and he runs this foundation, Swadesh Foundation, which goes to Maharashtra villages and they uplift these villages. And then he told me that he has got 2 vans to do the eye, because vision problem is growing in India. I was just counting, there were 13 kids here, and total 17, and out of 17, 7 were wearing glasses, which is 1/3. And this number is going to getting to 60-70%. And I called Ronnie, why are you getting into eyewear? I thought you were uplifting villages. This problem was mine to solve. So I think the only thing that moves me, and by chance, not by design, was this upliftment of people through vision care. So it's very important to me. It's not a business to me, as it may seem like. The only thing I am counting at work is the millions and the people we are lifting lives of. How many eye tests are we doing? How many of those eye tests are happening for the first time? Rest, everything is kind of byproduct, and people in the company kind of take care of it. The only thing I'm looking at is how many people are getting vision.
This is true passion at play. We really truly appreciate, and if you could elaborate a bit more about what your foundation is doing, what more is it doing?
Yeah, I think if you see, I never wanted to be an entrepreneur. In fact, to be honest, my dad never wanted me to be an entrepreneur. My dad is an entrepreneur. He had fed into my head that entrepreneurship is not something that is great, because there are other senior people in my family who had done much better being in jobs. And so I became an entrepreneur because by chance who wanted to make this difference. And when we were thinking and reflecting back many years back, it was, okay, we will give vision to a lot of people, but a lot of them are privileged people, because even to afford a 500-600 rupees glasses, as affordable as you want to make it, there is a large section of people in India who may not even get there, not because they can't afford. And so near my house there's a place called Tuklakabad, where me and my wife went, and we just scanned some kids, and we met children who are maybe in grade 6, grade 7 with a prescription of -6. And then we did some research, and we figured out almost about 60 to 70% of school dropouts today are because of vision issues. 30% of car accidents in India are because of vision issues. So which is when I think we decided that we are going to uplift as many underprivileged as privileged. It cannot be one-sided. So we set up the foundation. I spoke to Ronnie that this is ours to do. My wife quit her job. She had a company. She was running a content, and we decided to do the Lenskart. Now we have about 3,000 women who we call Drishti Didis, and all credit to them. These very, very powerful women, they go to villages and they scan people, and they are trained to do eye tests, and then a van goes and does a complete eye test. There's a remote eye test and free glasses are given. So about 600 odd villages are now vision error free, but that's still a drop in the ocean.
Big round of applause for this contribution. Amazing work.
But I just want to tell all of you students here that a lot of you are very privileged that you can see and you are studying. I can tell you there are students who are very, very good and they are just not able to see, and they are going to school and nobody knows, their parents don't know. So and I have seen students from failing classes to topping classes just because they got vision. And so that is the level of problems that are existent and there are to be solved.
Amazing. What a sense of purpose. So, in your journey, I've already marked resilience, discipline, passion, purpose, and of course, one word keeps featuring, that's innovation. So, innovation, of course, so we've read, begins with asking the right questions. Is there one question that you and your team keep asking yourselves at Lenskart that continues to drive innovation and challenge conventional thinking? Because we see that to keep in an entrepreneurial or a company, you need to innovate.
Yeah, I think I learned this very early at Microsoft that there is one question you can ask for 20, 30, 100 years and you can keep going on. So one question we always ask is that why people who are buying, and why people who are not buying. I think, or in some ways, why people who are getting their vision corrected, getting it corrected, and why the ones who are not. And I think this is it's a question you can keep asking at any point in time, no matter how big or small it is, the work that you are doing. A lot of times you only ask one of these two questions. That, okay, why people who are not buying? But sometimes we don't ask why people who are using your services or whatever you are doing. And it's important to know both, because at any point in time you could stop doing what is working also.
Either ways. If
Either
you're not
ways.
buying, then you
Yeah.
may start buying.
And it
in
could
the
be a
other
product. Like at Microsoft, we used to ask, okay, why people who are using Microsoft Word, why people who are not using, and we used to go very, very deep in that problem. So that question we ask almost every week, even now.
Wonderful. That's the secret recipe, my friends.
There is no recipe, I guess.
Well, of course, it's been a very exciting entrepreneurial journey for you. But I'm sure there were moments of uncertainty, setbacks. Was there a time when you questioned your decision even to come into entrepreneurship, or sometime where you thought I should give up? What has helped you keep going if you have had such an experience already?
Plenty, right? I think every day, even now, these experiences happen. Maybe not so much about giving up. But I remember when I had returned from US, that was not an easy decision because it was a good job, and I told you I already waited a year and studied for this job, and then quitting it so early in life was a very hasty decision in many ways. And if I had any logic or common sense, I would have never taken that decision. So I just did it, and so when I came back, it was not easy because my income was zero now, and I come from I'm a Bansal, so my dad was very worried, how will I get married, and because I have no job, and I've already been in my house garage for 2 to 3 years, from a Microsoft software engineer in MS Office to an unemployed guy for 2-3 years sitting in a house basement. It was getting a bit difficult, and then I had called the company Enable India, and that was a big joke amongst my friends that this is the guy who has left his great job to enable India. So it was a tough moment to keep going at
I
that
can
point.
imagine because
And-
a lot of self-doubt also comes.
And a lot of everybody, every day in my house, there was like, okay, my dad used to say कि तेरे को ये factory डलवा देते हैं, तो ये इस company की franchisee ले ले. This conversation was quite on, and my marriage discussion was also very on. So it was a tough moment, I would say.
I can understand. So what led you to get that clarity of vision to invest in like eyewear?
To be honest, I was so young that I didn't have logic. So that time was not difficult. You know, it's like, okay, I'm sure all of us are like that.
So,
I treat myself in the younger
so this is
generation.
for the teachers. Please do not expect logic because if you don't have logic,
It's the
then
best.
This is what happens.
If you don't have logic, it is the best. And now I think even in Lenskart, there was a time we were pretty much out of money. I would say about 2-3 years in all the fancy venture capitalist world that everybody sees. When you raise your first round of money, you think everything is great. You go, but actually the problem starts when you raise your first round of money because first round of money is on trust. Second round of money is on results, and then you get evaluated. So we were almost out of money for when we were running Lenskart, and it was not easy to keep the ship running. And a lot of founders at that time but I think the only thing that helped us is that I have a bunch of co-founders, and we were quite all motivated by the same mission or vision for all. So that was more important to us than venture capitalism or capital. So that kept us going in thick or thin in very tough environments. So if you have a group of people who are with you, who you fully trust, that I think makes a lot of difference because one supports the other in those periods to think straight.
In fact, I've got the answer to my next question, which was that in the face of these challenges, what is that one thing that you are grateful for? So you say that your team, your co-founders, that is what I hear that you're
One thing you have to be
for.
grateful for is that you also have to be grateful for luck, right? I mean, none of this really happens if you're not at the right place at the right time, no matter how hard you try. So you have to be grateful for everything. If one had planned it all, then I would have been in IIT by now, So in some ways, whatever happens, happens for a reason. So one has to be grateful for more than that, but definitely grateful for my co-founders and team. All of my co-founders are with us.
And as they say that whatever happens for the best, and
Yes.
the rest is history. And so Lenskart has grown from a startup to an organization with thousands of employees. How has your own leadership style evolved over the years?
See, if I can be honest, I am quite a work in progress. Anybody who, I may sit on a stage here, but people who work with me will tell you that I am quite a piece of work. Not an easy person to be with. And my wife would say the same. But, so I used to be a very impatient person, not calm. And as a young entrepreneur, maybe that is the skill you need. You don't listen to anyone, just my way or highway. And I'm not born, I would say I'm not born to be a calm person. That was not a God-gifted skill in me. There were maybe some others. But over the years, I think as difficulties came, people came along, the mind and the body kind of got trained to be a lot more calmer because so much we have seen. So many bad days, so many other days that now that calmness level, now the problem is a little opposite. Some people come and tell me, Piyush, I used to really like it to work with you. You used to challenge me every time, and now, you're not even getting angry when things are broken. So it goes through a phase. So I'm definitely, I was also a person who would be the first person to speak in the room. You just put me in a meeting, I had answer to everything. Now I'm like just sitting quietly and listening. So I've realized that actually listening is a bigger skill set than speaking.
Very interesting. So that's very interesting because not like leaders would think that it is definitely their responsibility to be the person who has all the answers.
Yeah, I think at least there are these two changes that I see, and many others which are, I don't want to talk about. They are opposite.
Never too late to start. I guess listening is a very important skill, and staying calm in the face of adversity, in the face of challenges, is definitely something which will help all of us understand. And the earlier we understand, I guess it's the better, to not really wait for a certain trajectory to take place before we realize that staying calm in situations helps us. Any anecdote, anything comes to your mind that you'd like to share?
Yeah, I think. Look, I've been Lenskart, as you know, we run stores, and I visit a lot of these stores, and there were time I have seen a lot happening in these stores. Sometimes the staff is watching YouTube on the back of the screen, and they are not in the uniform. So I would get really angry and take some hasty decisions. Nowadays, I just sit and observe, and then I'll go back to my office. We'll sit and understand, okay, why did this person was watching YouTube? You know, so what made, or what can we do? So it's a different journey. I think overall, as organization grows, the only thing I have learned is that you need to keep learning. There is no other thing. But if you think you have arrived, that's the starting of the downfall, decline.
Yes, we should never stop learning, of course. How apt when we are standing at a stage where the children are moving into the real world, where they need to understand that yes, school is over, but the learning cannot stop.
Oh, it cannot stop. I mean, every day is a new day.
So if one of our students were fortunate enough to get an internship at Lenskart, a few years from now, please complete your studies. What qualities would make them stand out for you? What would you want as qualities would you look for?
One is definitely intent, I think. Whether they really want to learn or they want a certificate which they can put it on their resume or tell their friends about. But depends on what change they want to make and are they really feeling it. We can feel it when we are talking to these people. I know it can be fake sometimes and we get it wrong. I get it wrong more often than not. But you can feel it whether this person really wants to learn or really is passionate about this topic. Then I think I would get the intern who's most passionate about this topic and is curious to learn. Rest everything is okay. It doesn't have to get an award today at all. Maybe the last person in the line is also okay.
So please approach everything that you encounter with that childlike curiosity, with that childlike awe, so that it culminates into something that you feel you're contributing to children. It's not only about certain optics of just the certificates or some sort of something on paper that you get as a badge. So do look at those qualities. Moving on to the topic of the hour, hot topic, artificial intelligence, transforming every industry at an extraordinary pace. Many of our students are wondering what the world of work will look like in 10 years. What should they choose to study, and which human skills do you believe will remain valuable no matter where technology goes?
I don't know what will happen 10 minutes from now for sure. But
5 years?
see, one thing I've observed that I've seen at Lenskart we invest in most in technology only. I mean, our largest investments is only tech as a business and or as a passion, whatever be the reason. But one thing I've always seen is that technology is a means to an end. What we often, I don't think we have ever had a discussion which is like, okay, let's build AI. I mean, that's a wrong point to start. The starting is always, okay, what is the real problem that we want to solve, and why do we want to solve this problem? Is it really an important problem? And then the how can be technology or AI, but the what and why is never any of these things. And so one thing that I feel will not change, and I do think AI is not like any other I'm now above 40, so little bit of idea. But I've seen the journey when software was getting revolutionized. I was in the days when search became popular. E-commerce was nowhere in India. The first e-commerce, Lenskart was among the first e-commerce companies in India. But I can definitely feel that AI is something that we used to study in college, which is becoming reality. Because I used to study machine learning as a student, but it was always like ये possible नहीं है. But what I have realized is that the power is immense for all of the students sitting in this room and for us, because earlier we had problems but we didn't know how to solve many of them. Like, let's talk about neurology. There are so many diseases which have not been solved for. Paralysis, CP, MS, and we didn't have solution. When we look at our field, shortage of optometrists in the country, or you cannot do eye tests. But AI today gives you solutions to solve these problems on a much fast track basis. So as long as everybody can retain, what AI will not replace is the desire to change and curiosity. If we can hold on to just curiosity as a skill set, which AI, we were just discussing, actually promotes, AI makes all of us much more powerful. If you are not good at design, then AI will fill that gap. If you are not good at math, AI will fill that gap. So each one of us are individually capable of solving a lot bigger problems than used to.
That's amazing, and that's also very, very reassuring, because do not step into the world with uncertainty, is what Mr. Bansal is saying. View it as a tool, use it to your advantage. The point here is to identify your own strengths and weaknesses, and then probably, am I right, sir, to use AI as a tool to
It is a
support
tool.
you?
I mean, eventually we have to figure that passion for a customer or is not going to come from AI, right? That we have to. So being more emotional, being more empathetic about problems that need to be solved, being more open to desire. Because I think there is a firefight I see in students. Sorry, but everybody wants to be a founder. Not because you want to be in economic times. That's the wrong way to start. If you really feel that, okay, I want to go solve the problem of neurology, or I want to solve the problem of traffic light in India, and then if you use these tools, they'll be very useful. If you go and say, I am the new AI founder, and that's how you are thinking about yourself, it may not necessarily be
The right
right approach. I feel could be wrong.
Which is actually what sir has just shared with us, is giving us a hint into how probably he decides on, as one of the sharks on Shark Tank India. He's very well appreciated over there. That my question to you was, sir, which you kind of almost answered, is that how do you invest in a particular presenter? Is it the business idea or the person behind the idea?
So for me, life is not that complicated. It's simple because I have a lot of work to do at Lenskart. So why do more things for the sake of doing them? I mean, I went there not to make money. I went there just out of passion. It came along the way, and then I realized these people are thinking I am giving them advice, but I learned more from them. Suddenly, an aging guy got more charged up into seeing how the young entrepreneurs are doing more with less. But for me, it's always been about just the person. It still is, and whether I feel like I can trust this person. Are they serious about solving this problem? Or are they doing it to... I'm usually a little bit paranoid about making money and then the meaning comes. I'm more of make meaning and money will follow. So when I find somebody who's very serious about a problem and the founder looks genuine, and I definitely feel this person is not arrogant, will want to learn, those two things kind of sum up. The jury's still out whether that's a good decision, but I don't want to sleep with a burden in my head. I want to feel associated with problems that the world is facing, and if I can be of any help, since there is an opportunity to be, that's the only thing for me.
Don't invest based on my advice.
but was not there for investment. So
So you're investing in people because you're investing in the right attitude, and that is what at Jasubhan ML School with our motto Vidya Shilin Shokte, we also want to instill in our students. It means knowledge is adorned by character, and in that, what is one great lesson or one great idea you would leave our students would want to leave our students with today?
no, so I 100% agree. Most of my learnings have not been about business. It's been about values and character. That is for sure. That's the only thing. I mean, we were just talking about investment in Shark Tank, and over the years, we ended up investing in a lot of companies. You cannot go and monitor these founders, and we don't. I don't believe in this super detailed Excel tracking. I'm a little bit different person. So what works? Trust. I've had 4 co-founders for 15 years. We have done IPO to so many rounds. If we didn't trust each other, there's no way. And none of my co-founders has ever read any document we have signed till date. So that trust, I feel, and it's very easy to break it. It's very difficult to build it. So I would just tell you that it's even when you have shareholders and your venture capitalists come, and I've seen sometimes the money that comes into the bank, everybody gets excited like it's not your money. You actually have an obligation to that money.
Yeah, that's
Maybe not on paper, but in mentally you have an obligation to it. So that trust you have to build. And if people are not trusting you initially, it's not their fault. It builds over time. Now, if you break it, that is a shortcut that you must have taken. So I would say my lesson has been don't take shortcuts in life. It and it maybe sometimes it works. You take a shortcut. I would take the Google map and take the longer route, which is safer. Shortcuts have not worked. The other thing that has always seen is this over analysis, over logic, over planning. I mean, planning is good, but I am sort of a believer that you cannot plan things beyond a point. So if I know a lot of you would be graduating and you would have planned this and you would have planned that. Nothing that has happened, at least in Lenskart's journey, was planned. Or my journey was planned. So I would take it a bit more easy than maybe your parents may advise you to be. Life will sort it out, things will happen, choices will emerge, you may make some choices, but taking unnecessary stress hasn't helped anything. As long as your heart is in the right place, you do it with the right intent. Who knows what what blessing is there in disguise? Those are the 2 things I would say.
That's amazing, sir. You are our hero. Definitely, at a very young age, we want to instill these very values in our students. And
A lot of
thank you
parents
for.
will hate me today.
I'm not looking that side this time. I'm only looking on this side. So yes, definitely, yeah, I'm sure parents will also equally agree. And coming from a young, inspiring, dynamic leader such as yours, it means a lot that the wisdom of everything is more important than the intelligence of it. I hope that sums up what you were trying to say, sir.
Yeah, I think things that matter, that feel like they matter right now, may not matter at all, and the things that you may feel will matter the most as you go through this journey.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bansal, for this conversation. This was not just a conversation, but a masterclass in curiosity, in resonating our philosophy that traditional values have to move along with contemporary thought. My hope is that every student leaves this auditorium not just inspired by you, sir, but empowered by the belief that they can make meaningful difference in this world. So with that, thank you so much. We
Thank
will
you.
go back to the dais now and continue this meeting.
Thank you so much, sir, for being so candid and so real. There's a lot of things to mull over from what sir has said. We'll move on with our segment now. Brian Tracy once said, always give without remembering and always receive without forgetting. Jasutban ML School is extremely appreciative towards the generosity of our donors and for encouraging our students with their contributions. I would like to take this opportunity to express our gratitude towards our magnanimous donors who are as follows. Dr. Madhuri Shah, Shri Khatiwala, Gujarat Research Society, Shri Kathuria, Srimati Taraben Boradia, Shri Arun Khan Divetia, Srimati Kalolini Hazrat, Srimati Kantaben Mehta, Srimati Anjani and Shri Rohit Desai, Srimati Jasud Ben, Mr. Adil Mukhi, Srimati Kadambari Maid, Srimati Nirmal Saxeria, Dr. Bindu Ben Varshajani, Srimati Yasmin Contractor, Srimati Asha Bhandari, Dr. R.B. Vashrajani, Ms. Dhiruben Patel, Srimati Minakshi Ben Divedia, Shri D.P. Goradia, Srimati Usha Hazrat, Shri Aruna Jatai Iyer, Srimati Reema Rajgopalan, Mr. Rohan Vyas, Shri Noman Contractor, Dr. S.K. Pandya, Ms. Heta Ajay Shah, Srimati Janki Iyer, and Children's Little Theatre. A gentle appeal to all our audience members to be encouraging towards every student who comes up here with equal applause. In case a student has not been able to come today and if a family member or friend is present, we urge you to accept the certificate on their behalf. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're ready. I hope you're warmed up. Lots of applauses to give away. Over 100 students to be celebrated. Let us begin the award ceremony for the academic year 2025-2026. I request our chief guest, Mr. Piyush Bansal, to kindly step forward and present the prizes. It is a tremendous moment of pride for Jasutban ML School to share that our ICSE toppers of hold all India ranks at 3rd, 4th and 5th place respectively. And we begin at the ICSE level. At 1st place, we have Ayan Mehta. He received a 99.6%. Excellence in math, technical drawing, history and science. Ayan's teachers say he has a curious mind and has been consistent in his drive towards academics. And here's the result of it. In 2nd place, we have Arav Chandrana with 99.4%. He also received excellence in economics, commercial applications, English and Gujarati. Arav has always been respectful and has always carried himself with dignity. In 3rd place, we have Vijay Ikorani at 99.2%. Just a small difference in all our percentages. We also received the excellence in math, technical drawing and science. Vijay has always been goal-oriented and achieves whatever he sets his mind to. Next, we have our shining toppers of ILC. Starting with the science section. In 1st place, we have Naisha Kachru at 97.25%. She also received a prize for excellence in biology. Naisha's teachers say she has been empathetic and a diligent student. In 2nd place, for the science section, we have Alhana Chudasma, extremely brilliant student with a 97%. She also received awards for excellence in chemistry, physics, and GMD. In 3rd place for the science section, we have our well-behaved and charismatic Aryan Kanjani. The classmates disagree, but at 94.5% with an overall score, he also received excellence in chemistry and physics. Moving on to our commerce section. The jack of all trades, the school's best all-rounder, Aryan Vyas at first place with 98.75%. Excellence in economics, accounts, commerce, DMT, excellence in dramatics, and all-round excellence for the ISC section. In second place for the commerce section, we have our meticulous and polite Nimrat Kaur Anand with 95.5%. She also received an award for excellence in English. In third place, we have Salini Goral. She's not here today. You're very much and we're very happy to have you here. With a 94.75%. Now for our humanities section. In first place, we have Leandra D'Souza with a 99.25%. Enterprising in marketing, she also received excellence in English, psychology, sociology, mass media. In second place for humanities, we have Samaira Bhattani with a 97.25%. She's creative and is said to have some brilliant ideas. Also in second place, we have Sitra Ansari at 97.25%. She also received excellence in psychology. In third place, we have Amina Ansari with a 96.75%. Also in third place, we have Saidi Saraf at 96.75%. She also received excellence in math. We move on to our NIOS section, Standard 10 toppers. At first place, we have our very intelligent Ayan Bachani. In second place, we have our Trishya Pushpakali. And in third place, we have our talented and artistic Nishka Jadhav. Our standard 12 NIOS toppers now. In first place, we have Sneha Nayak. The teacher says she has been extremely organized and diligent. In second place, we have Zoha Merchant. The teachers have always found her very polite. Also at second place, we have the quick thinker Yuvraj Satra. And at third place, we have the empathetic Manveer Sangvi. Very well done to all our toppers. The next segment is about our ICSE students who have scored an overall 95% and above. I would like to share that 84% of our standard 10 batch has scored over 90% of results. It is a huge feat and a display of the collective efforts of all the stakeholders to help the students overcome their challenges and strengthen their positives. We first celebrate Vedika Purohit for excellence in math as well. We have Krishna Kapadia also receiving excellence in math. Sakshi Sahasrabudhe for excellence in social studies. Dheer Jain for excellence in social studies and technical drawing. Advika Amit for excellence in social studies and art. Her parents will be collecting it on her behalf. Chaitra Shah for excellence in social studies and physical education. Kunur Kaurgarh for excellence in EVS and excellence in debate. Dia Gandhi for excellence in technical drawing. Prisha Savla for excellence in technical drawing and excellence in dance. Manthan Kohli for excellence in technical drawing. Dhyan Jain for all-round excellence in ICSE and specifically excellence in English. Bhavya Adesani for excellence in English and excellence in Hindi elocution. Anya Samlani for excellence in English. Good going audience with the applause, very good. Saina Shah for excellence in English and Gujarati. Mitan Sheth for excellence in Gujarati. Kristen D'Souza for excellence in physical education and excellence in dramatics. Vishal Kasrani for a special prize for humanitarian value and excellence in physical education. Just Ahuja for excellence in robotics and artificial intelligence. Kahan Dalal for overall 95% and above. We have Kahan's parents collecting it on his behalf. Rashmi Doshi for 95 and above. Roma Khemani for excellence in debate and 95 and above. Anaya Gandhi for 95 and above. We have a long list and we're very proud of each one of them. Nitya Mahadevia for excellence in music and 95 and above. Shaurya Harya 95 and above. Navgun Singh Madan for 95 and above. Vitanshi Modi. A few of our standard 10 pass outs have also joined us back for ISP. Nishta Kaur Sahani. Neil Shekhar. Kian Chauhan. Aditya Mathur. Palak Jain. He also received a prize for excellence in art. Shubham Shah, 95 and above. Yuvika Punamya. Kirtana Krishnamachari, who is definitely, I know, not here, also receives it for 95 and above. Next, we have Hiya Parekh, who has also joined us at ISP. Isha Veera, 95%. This is just ICSE. Audience, we have ISP to go after this. Myra Sethi. Last but not the least, for the ICSE section, Dhwan Bhagat. Now calling upon our spectacular ISC Standard 12 students who have scored an overall percent of 90 and above. We begin with Soha Merchant, who receives a special prize also for humanitarian rights. Ariana Umrigar for excellence in English. She's not here. Next we have Arya Satam for excellence in commerce. Yatharth Thakkar for excellence in sociology. Kavya Desai for excellence in psychology. Esther Lewis for 90 and above. Vijay Shah for 90 and above. Manmay Ranani, 90 and above. Ranisha Bhagat for 90 and above. Shruti Balakrishnan for 90 and above as well. We have Siddhisha Bhatia, who also receives a prize for excellence in art. Agastya Ghosh receives it for excellence creative writing in English. Jay Arora for 90 and above. Dian Talwar for 90 and above. Ananya Khanduri for 90 and above. Om Chandan also for 90 and above. Go ahead with Riya Chawla for 90 and above and excellence in creative writing in English. Diya Merchant for 90 and above. Samaira Purohit for 90 and above. And last but again not the least, we have Angel Lumba for 90 and above. Thank you, Mr. Bansal. I request Mr. Hazrat to continue with the next segment of awards. Our school's founder, Dr. Madhuri Shah, once said, and I quote, "It should be an effort to create a learning environment in which each individual flowers at his or her own pace and as per his or her own capabilities." Aligning with her vision, we now recognize the individuality and talents of our students in various co-curricular and extracurricular activities. Presenting the first one, Best All-Rounder for the primary section, Akbar Ali Kurawali. For the middle school section, we have Pavitra Shah, also for Best All-Rounder. For humanitarian value primary section, Dhyan Bakhai. For the middle school section, humanitarian value part 3. Excellence in art. For the primary section, we have Shalvari Desai. And for loud round of applause, our lady captain. Ani Gute, also for excellence in art. Maida Rai, joining them for excellence in art. For the middle school section, we have Amay Gandhi. Secondary section, Zara Kurawale. Yashvi Batai. And for higher secondary, Zal Gilder. Excellence in creative writing is our next category, starting with English primary section, Mahir Chheda. Punjabi. Our extracurriculars and co-curriculars are as important as academics, if not more. In the middle school section, we have Dhyan Jain. Secondary section, Sia Burman. Creative writing Gujarati for the primary section, we have Krishti Shah. Middle school section, Kavya Shah. And for the secondary section, Kavya Nisar. Our next category is excellence in dance. Primary section, Nishna Gangar. Middle school section, Nirvi Pal. Our next category is excellence in dramatics. Primary section, Rajveer Kahuja. Shanvi Dwivedi also for primary dramatics. Middle school section, Kasim Golwala. Secondary section, Anshi Vyas. Excellence in elocution English for primary section, Aisha Azasani for public speaking. Middle school section, Aina Wadhwani. For Hindi elocution, primary section, Jia Damania. Middle school section, Rachit Jain. Gujarati elocution, primary section, Karishi Gala. Middle school section, Yashvi Shah. And secondary section, Ansh Bhagat. Our next category for excellence in music, primary section, Vitali Kambarkoni. For middle school section, Aishwarya Bhojwani. One of the most prominent USPs of our school is its strong commitment to nurture students for sports. Our category Excellence in Sports for primary, our chess grandmaster, Dvija Arondekar. Our middle school karate champion, Rudra Modi. one to message. Receiving awards for outstanding achievement at the National Swimming Championships at the sub-junior level, Arman Bhandari. At the junior level, Arnav Bhandari. And at the senior level, Myra Jadwani. For our final segment of the event, we would like to share the success the IAYP program has had. The International Award for Young People India is a non-governmental organization and is a member of the Duke of Edinburgh's International Award, which is the world's leading youth achievement award. The IAYP program brings together practical experiences and life skills to create committed global citizens and equips young people for life. Introduced at our school in 2017-2018, over 100 students have participated in this program so far. Today, we celebrate the silver and bronze level awardees. For the silver category, we have Arya Gandhi, we hope the silver category students complete and go on to the gold as well. Tristan D'Souza, also a silver category student. And Bhavya Aidasani, also a silver category student. For the bronze category, we have Anya Savlani, Mansi Mistry, also bronze awardee, Sanvi Vavekar, and Kashmi Kukreja. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Congratulations once again to all our achievers present here today. Let's have a huge round of applause for all of them. I now request our principal, Ms. Usha Vengular, for the vote of thanks. Sorry, Vice Principal for the vote.
Good afternoon to everyone. I have written a speech for good morning, but now it's afternoon. On behalf of Gujarat Research Society and Jesuit Endon School, it is my honor to deliver the vote of thanks on this special occasion. Our heartfelt gratitude to our Chief Guest, Mr. Piyush Bansal, for gracing the occasion with your presence and encouraging our student achievers and inspiring us with your powerful address. Your remarkable journey has shown us that true nation building happens when innovation, entrepreneurship, and social impact, all three goes hand in hand. Your words have inspired our students to dream big, think differently, and embrace an entrepreneurial mindset, one that focuses on creating value for people, contributing to the economy and also serving the nation. Thank you once again, sir, for your time, your wisdom, and your encouragement. It has been an honor to have you with us today. We also express our deep appreciation to Mr. Rajiv Khasran, President of the Gujarat Research Society, for his unwavering support and continued commitment to the school's vision of holistic and value-based education. Our sincere thanks to you too, Dr. Anita Swami, Executive Director, for her guidance, support, and belief in the transformative power of education. We would also like to thank our principal, Mrs. Shilpa Gandhi, for her inspiring leadership and for motivating our school community to strive for the excellence every year. To our teachers, thank you for nurturing our students and for your dedication in making today's celebration and the year's journey so very meaningful. Our thanks to the office administrative staff, tech team, and the support staff for your seamless coordination and behind the scenes effort. To the hospitality team, thank you for the warmth and the care you extended to all. To our student achievers, congratulations on your hard work and success. We are all very proud of you and wish you many, many more milestones ahead. And to our parents, thank you for your trust, encouragement, and continued involvement in our school's journey. With gratitude, we conclude this year's annual awards day. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead. Hand over to Bharat.
Thank you, ma'am. Dear students, we wish you the utmost best for your journey ahead. Before we bring today's award ceremony to a close with the national anthem, we would like to inform our prize winners that refreshments have been arranged for you. Kindly collect your coupons from Miss Priyanka and Miss Chandrika in the throw ball court on the ground floor near gate number 1. For the parents too, refreshments are available on purchase basis in the throw ball court. We have also organized a photo booth in the same area. Requesting everyone to please rise for the national anthem.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Requesting the student council members and the teachers to kindly help with the smooth dispersal. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.